Tent time was a lesson I learned from previous trips where we had one tent, one team, and no matter what happened during the day, there could have been good feeling or bad feeling in one tent. There was no escape. So if a few team members weren't talking to each other, or communicating or discussing the day, it really stopped any kind of continuous innovation while the project was live. So we created tent time by taking 2 tents. And we would have a meeting every night at minus 55 degrees in the tent, round the cooker, and we'd discuss behaviours, who's upsetting who. We'd also discuss how can we improve. So tent time was a forum under pressure that enabled us to carry on the innovation, but also really, not so much attack, but address real behavioural changes in people under pressure. And then after that, 2 people went away from me and went in another tent, albeit tied to my tent, which gave them a little bit of space. So it was the best of both worlds. We worked together as a team during the day. We discussed the team, the project as a team during the evening, behavioural things and practical things, always trying to improve, but then 2 people got away. So it was just having that ability under pressure to have a real honest conversation. And a lot of the speakers said today, without that honesty, a leader can't make the correct decision, I don't think, or an informed decision. So it's really about getting everything on the table every night. Normally you could do it through humour. If it was a behavioural thing, you can have a laugh and a joke and a bit of banter, and that would draw out the real, issues if there was any behavioural. And then it was a more focused. We've spent 5 years planning the project. Let's not stop when we go live. Every night we need to improve. Every night we need to discuss, can we lose a bit of weight on the project? Can we go a little bit faster? Can we become a little bit lighter? So my job really was to nurture that conversation to eventually it happened and became second nature. Tent time, sofa time, coffee in a cafeteria, in a big corporate. Just having that ability to have no boundaries in a two-way conversation, I think is crucial. The worst leaders I've ever worked with are people who have led by fear. And they can't stand having those really honest conversations, and it's my way or the highway. And that paralyses a whole workforce. And I've seen that happen, within teams, but also in massive organisations. So you need that openness, which also gives the two-way respect. And then eventually, it's your job as the leader to make that decision. You can only do that through honesty. So Tent Time was a real honest platform, albeit at minus 55. It was very cold. We still managed to do this every single night.